I'm at Lake Mendocino. Alright, I'm in Mendocino County right now. I'm visiting some family, and I just thought I'd go over some training. But today we're going to do, I think I'm going to do a medium long run. I don't know, it kind of depends on how I feel. Yesterday I went for a run. I was going to do 10 miles, and I just felt totally depleted, and I only ended up doing like 7, and I walked a lot of it. Sometimes that happens. I did 13 miles the day before. But anyway, I'm kind of on pace for like an 80-mile week, so I'm going to go out there today and try and put in some significant miles, but it kind of depends on how I feel. So, I'm going to run around the lake. These trails are really kind of hard for me. There's no, like, running around lakes in general, there's no sustained climbs. Everything's less than, like, 200 feet, but you're constantly going up or down. So I'll do, like, 2,000 feet of climbing over 13 miles, and none of the climbs will be over, like, 200 feet high. So, it's really hard. I think, as someone described Lake Sonoma 50 mile, which is, I've run around Lake Sonoma, it's kind of similar to what I'm going to do today, but death by 1,000 paper cuts, because you're just, nothing's that crazy, but you're just constantly going up, and then you're going down, and then you're going up and going down. So I'm going to get going here in a sec, and I will check back in after. I just ate some of these things that my mom had in her house for some reason, and it says like energy chocolates, and it's childproof, and I was like, why would these chocolates be childproof? Well, it turns out that 3 of these things, which are like pretty small, has 133 milligrams of caffeine, and I probably just ate like 6 of them, so that's kind of sketchy. I mean, you could easily eat this whole bottle, and then you'd be like legally doping. Alright, I'm chanting my inner Lucy Bartholomew, who can somehow run with her phone. And the last time I did this, well, not the last time, but one of the times I did this, didn't quite work out. I just rolled my ankle and bit it quite badly. I wasn't planning on doing this, but yeah, I am a little bored and feel fine and don't really need to go fast today, just trying to get in miles. So I was listening to a podcast the other day. It was actually an Ultra Runner podcast with Eric Sensman, who just won the JFK 50 mile. And he lives up in Flagstaff with a few guys up there, including, Walmsley and Cody Reed, Tim Frericks, Jared Hazen. But he was saying that Jared Hazen, when he was training for Western States, when he was like 19, and he ended up finishing 3rd. He was 20 at that time, but my arm's getting tired. Give me a sec. Anyway, Eric Sensman was saying that Jared Hazen, when he was training for Western States, before he finished 3rd, was running 200-mile weeks, or at least he did 2 200-mile weeks. Now, that's insane. I can't even imagine doing anything like that. Well, I think I could do it, but I would most definitely break in some way. So, yeah, that's crazy. For the record, I think a lot of these guys that were doing 200-mile weeks, like Anton Krupichka and Timothy Olson, I don't think it worked out very well for them. I think they dealt with some overtraining. I think ideally for me, I'd get up to about 110, 120 miles a week on singles. I'm inclined to think singles are better than doubles for training for ultras. So I'm only doing 70s right now. And there's really a balance in risk management with these, where I could train super hard for Western States, but the odds of getting injured and not being able to run it go up. So, and then, likewise, I can do like 50 miles a week and definitely not get injured, stay healthy, but run the race for sure. I think I could still finish it on 50 miles a week, but then I wouldn't be satisfied with my performance. So there's a balance. I think you just got to listen to your body. Like I said, I'd like to get up to 100 miles a week on singles training for Western States, but it depends on what I think my body can handle right now. I'm still only 19 and I've never done that before. So, yeah, these are just some thoughts. All right, my arm is getting really tired from doing this, so I'm gonna put it away. And it's actually time for me to take a gel, so I'm gonna do that. All right, I'm still going. Another check-in at about mile 10.5. Still have one more gel and about 4.5 miles to go. I might do an extra mile when I get to the end. Make sure we're filming. All right, we're done. The plan was to do 16, and that is what I did. I actually got back to the car at about 15, and I was gonna get back in the car and just call it a day there, because it kind of sucks to get back to where you started and then go out and tack on more. But I came in here and I ate one of those things that I swore off at the beginning of this video. Again, they're pretty dangerous because they're super caffeinated, but they're really good. And then I went out and ran another mile. So having done 16, feel pretty good. My training this year is a little bit different than last year. My mileage is similar. Actually, I said I was going to do 80 miles this week at the beginning of this video, but in reality, it's going to be more like 75. I did the math wrong, but yeah, my long runs are only like 30%, maybe 30-40% more than what I do on a regular basis, if that. And whereas last year, around this time, I did a 31 mile long run actually, which means my long runs were like 200 or 300% of what I did on an everyday basis. So I think my strategy is a little bit better this year, because yeah, last year also going into Sean O'Brien, I was injured and couldn't run it. So I think the strategy this time's good. I'm feeling pretty solid. Yeah, sorry for the ranting in the beginning of this video. I'm gonna go eat, I think. Cool beans.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely